All right, hey folks, we're talking training today, and already I'm proud of you guys because most folks aren't interested in training. They just want to buy a gun and they feel like they're good to go, and they're not. So good job to you. Go ahead and give yourselves a good homeschool high five for being on the ball. We want to talk training, and folks ask me all the time, hey, who should I train with? What are good instructors? And it really comes down to what are you trying to accomplish. One is train with a lot of different types of trainers from all kinds of different backgrounds. Me personally, I'm trying to accomplish something different. I'm not after trying to be the fastest, most accurate pistol shooter in the world. I mean, I'd like to be, but I'm not going to put in the effort for it. I'm going to put in a lot of effort to be really, really good at pistol, but I also want to be really, really good at carbine. I want to be really good at shotgun. And so already some of you discerning minds realize where I'm going. I'm trying to be a renaissance man of a whole ton of different skills. Yay for fast draws, accurate splits, and quick reloads. I want all that. I work on all that. I'm not bad at all that. But in my training, I'm after a whole bunch of stuff. And so as you guys are trying to develop your training philosophy and think about what does it mean to be trained, I want to expand your whole notion of what that is. Here's the stuff that I'm interested in. And I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff out here kind of in a list. And at the very end of the video, I'm going to give you a snapshot of all the things that I just talked about all in one glimpse. So if you want to screenshot it, blow it up big and put it over your fireplace because you're a nerd, or a crazy person, I'll give you opportunity to do that. So let's jump in. I already said, hey, be real good at pistol skills, rifle skills, shotgun skills. Those are good classes to take. Those are good skills to cultivate. Furthermore, I want to be able to be really good under cover and concealment. After an initial gunfight in a civilian or law enforcement context, after that first few seconds, you will find yourself behind cover and concealment. So being able to work those angles really, really well, thin angles, not flagging, unpredictable, varied use of cover, making yourself small, and you can end threats even from a distance and understand the timing and know where to move, when to move, and why to move. A lot of times the answer is don't move, just shoot. And another thing is, hey, you're way too close. You need to break contact and initiate a counter ambush from a different location. So anyway, your philosophy of movement and cover, really, really big deal. That brings to movement, being able to shoot and move, or to know when to move, then shoot, or shoot, then move. And that's really delving into what's tactics. Movement and shooting is a skill set. Knowing where to move, when to move, and how to move, and if you even should move, is a tactic. And so you could be really good at shooting and moving, but you moved in the wrong direction or at the wrong time, or you shouldn't have moved at all, and you didn't understand that because you didn't know how to read a battlefield. You deserve to die for that lack of knowledge, which sucks, but it means that we need to grow past skills and understand what tactics mean. It's a really big deal, and it's more important than your reloads by a hilarious long shot. Let's keep moving. Long-range precision shooting, or medium distances. I want to be very, very good in criminal psychology so I can think like a terrorist. I can think like a criminal. Sun Tzu in his Art of War said, if you know your enemy and you know yourself, you shouldn't fear defeat even in 100 battles. Translation is it's not good enough for you and I to know what we would do. Let's be able to think and predict what an enemy would do. How do they case a place? How do they pick a target? How would they respond? How would they fight so that I can know your goal isn't to be able to beat me in a fight. I'm not going to attack you guys. I like you guys. We're poets together. We're in a society. We're bros. Home team. That was really dorky. But anyway, I'm not the bad guy you're defending yourself at. Let's be able to defend ourselves against them. Criminal psychology. Situational awareness. It's a gift. It's a craft. It's a science. It's an art. You need to understand how to do situational awareness well. And threat indicators. Typically, bad guys give themselves away a mile away, and you can spot them so far in advance. If you know what to look for, then you can really predict attacks before they even happen just by knowing what to look for. Threat indicators. Verbal judo is a huge deal. So here's another one, verbal judo. This is where a cop usually makes or break it, and an old veteran cop, man, they're really, really good at de-escalation. So they never even need to pull the gun. That's really important. You're working church security, you better be amazing at de-escalation and verbal judo in all kinds of different contexts. Even in a tactical setting, verbal judo, really, really big deal. So be good at that. Let's see, martial arts. When I talk about martial arts, I want you to have a really good stand-up game, something like Krav or Muay Thai or kickboxing, whatever. I want you to have a good ground game like jiu-jitsu, and then I want you to be really good at disarming stuff so you can take away a gun before they can pull a trigger, or take away a knife. Ugh, hate knife disarms because knives are gross and terrible, and you're going to get cut. Emergency medical. You need medical training. Medical is a really, really big deal, and you're more likely to need emergency medical training than you are to actually need a firearm, depending on your context. But medical training is a really, really big deal, and there we go. Room clearing. If you ever get in a fight, it's going to be in and around a structure. It's coffee shops and banks and your house and movie theater and mall. Wherever you go, it's room clearing problem. Everything's a room clearing problem. It's not just a SWAT team thing. It's a common problem to everyone. You need one-man room clearing tactics. It's a really, really big deal, and it feels entirely different than the range. You could spend tons of time shooting on the range and never even approach this issue. One-man room clearing, it has a whole different feel to it, and it is a really, really big deal. Fighting in and around vehicles, another thing. It's its whole own deal. Gunsmithing and reloading, not my strong suit. I don't really care. I'm not the mechanic. I'm a driver, not a mechanic in that sense, right? If it's a metaphor, right? So, but I think that's a good skill to have. Also being able to, understand how to use a whole bunch of different weapon systems, whether it's anyway, lots of different weapon systems, both domestic military, law enforcement stuff, and foreign weapons is a good idea too. Low light tactics, stuff changes in low light environments like you wouldn't believe. You turn a flashlight on at the wrong time, it's like a bullet magnet, and you turn a flashlight on at the wrong time, you're going to die for it. Bad idea. Using a flashlight at the right time can be a tactical advantage, but usually they're used in the wrong way. Really, really bad juju. Small unit tactics, conducting a raid, reactive contact, reconnaissance type stuff. Small unit tactics is a real big deal to me, and I want to be really good at it, and I'm not bad. Military history is really important to me as well. People think you're brilliant as a tactician and as a leader if you just know good military history. Everyone's already had the good ideas before. You just have to know them, and people think you're brilliant. Let's see, mission planning. That's a big deal, to understand how, even logistically, to plan some type of operation from start to finish, and all your TLPs and everything that goes into that. Big deal. That's everything from how to pack your rucksack and how to figure out what you're loading for. And some of you guys, your eyes are rolling back and be like, I don't care about any of that. And I'm like, great, you don't have to, but I do. And these are all the different skills that I want to train in, and almost all of them I have. I suck at gunsmithing. I'm into armor, but I don't reload ammo. And I think I've been trained on everything else. Shotguns are just things I use to open doors. I need some good tactical shotgun classes. Let's see, defensive driving. So being able to have a good defensive driving stuff, both on-road and off-road. So have your J-turns and all that good stuff. Know how to flip a vehicle if you need to. Let's see, land navigation, real important skill that is very difficult and highly perishable. Communications, that's radios, comms, all that stuff. Survival skills as well. This is where you Boy Scouts show us all how to start fires and Bear Grylls, eat bugs, and whatever you want to do. But all your survival skills, how to not die in inclement weather, real important. And so here's just a whole bunch of stuff of, this is all the stuff. This also is what separates kind of something like somebody who's a really good shooter from somebody who's like a special operations guy. Special ops guy is like, great, only a tiny part of the job is shooting. The rest is all this. And it's not an ops guy has to be okay at this. They have to be great at all of it. And that's kind of the separation. And so I don't know who you are and what you're trying to accomplish. But maybe some stuff on this list will all of a sudden inspire you and be like, man, I want to get that type of training. And so it just makes us a little bit broader and a little bit deeper in our preparedness. So train hard and train smart, and I'll see you guys next time.